Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, we're going to be looking at single listing contact forms for the upcoming Canvas starter site and how I replace contact form 7 that comes bundled with the MyListing theme, or should I say recommended and semi-pushed on people for MyListing websites, basically because it's a free plugin. It's bundled, if you will, in air quotes in the theme. So part of this video is just kind of going over how I replace that, which I highly recommend you do. Pulled up on my screen is a guide for doing just that. And this guide has been followed and implemented on this starter site. So I just wanted to quickly point that out. That is available. So I'm going to close that down. Here we are looking at one of the single listings for the Canvas starter site. And scrolling down here a bit, we see the contact form here. So we're going to run through how these templates are built. And before we do that, I'm going to quickly flip over and show you the code snippet is in place for doing the replacement of contact form 7 with Elementor Pro. So if you're using Elementor Pro already, which is there's a good chance you are, you might as well get rid of contact form 7, in my opinion. So there's that. Over in WP Codebox, included with every starter site purchase, and then there's a deal in the club for it, is just under the PHP folder. You'll see this code snippet. Replace contact form 7 with Elementor Pro. You drop that code snippet in, follow the guide that's on the club website, and you're good to go. All right. All right. Looking back over at the single listing and the form, some unique features of this form is a multi-step form. So as they progress through the questions, you'll see the progress bar changes. All right. And then obviously the design of the form is matching the branding. This field, as you can see, the first name field is automatically populated. The last name is automatically populated. The email of whoever is logged into the website is automatically populated. All right. So let's go ahead and I'll just put in some information. And I'll put in my email address here since I already cleared it out. We'll just drop a test message in the message box there. Next. And then another cool feature of this is preferred contact method. So we'll just put phone in this case, and then a privacy and terms acceptance. These links here open in a new tab, so you can see an example of the policies without having to leave the contact form. So both of those will open in a new tab. You can change that if you want. So privacy policy and terms links there. Okay, so the way this form is configured, they are required to agree to the terms. If you don't want any of the stuff you see in the form, you can just customize it however you want. It's Elementor Pro, so do whatever you would like. All right, go ahead and click send here. We've got a successful message stating there. So I'm going to then jump into the dashboard, and I'm going to go to this mail logging app here, plugin, which is a way for me to test and see the contents of the emails that go out rather than pulling up my email client and showing you. But here's the message sent today, and new message from Canvas is the subject and all that good stuff. So let me go ahead and view the contents of that. So the receiver is the author of the actual listing. That's part of what the replace contact form 7 with Elementor Pro code snippet does, as it's going to automatically send to the listing owner without them needing to do anything. They don't need to put in their email address into their listing or anything. It just automatically pulls. The subject is dynamically created within the Elementor Pro form, the template, which I'll show you in a second. And then this is the body of the text. All of this is automatically generated, which I will show you. And then we automatically inject the link to the actual listing so they can go and see which listing it is that they're actually interested in. Okay, so that would be the contents of the email. Jumping over to the templates. By default, we are going to have the light mode template as I showed you. So we'll go ahead and look at that. See if I can find it here. For some reason, the search in the templates isn't working for me. I don't know if it's that way for everybody, but otherwise I'd just do a search for the template. It might be something I've done. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyway, we found the form. This is the form. And we just edit it with Elementor. And like I said, these fields are dynamically populated. So if we go to the advanced tab, we see I'm just pulling in the user info. So whoever's logged in, whatever their first name is, let's populate those fields, try to take the burden as much as we can off of the people using our forms. Okay, and we create the steps. That's what gives you that multi-step feature. And then down here, we build the preferred contact methods and terms and acceptance and all of that good stuff. Listing owner email, that's where the magic happens, where it pulls from the author's email. The author of the listing, I should say, and then that's how the form knows where to send it by default. And if you look through the form, the guide for replacing contact form 7, you'll see it's also possible. Like you can send to a person can override this by entering any email they want in the contact email field. Okay, it's all in the guide. Pretty simple stuff once you've done it once. Looks daunting at first. Moving on down here, so email. This is the key section. So this is who we are sending it to, which is the author of the listing, the listing owner. We're automatically injecting the site title here dynamically, and then before that we're putting new message from. So that's how that dynamically builds that subject line of new message from, and then whatever your site name is. Okay. So what I've been trying to do as people buy the starter sites or the templates, then when they get it, then a lot of it's already automatically configured to pull from your site information, and that's kind of more of the goal, make a lot of the stuff more dynamic. But this is how you create the body of the message. It's just pulling from the fields and adding some other data. Down here, we're saying the from email address is whatever gets populated in the email field, and then from their first name, so it's dynamically filling that in too. Reply to whoever actually sent the email, which is coming from the email field. So this is as dynamic as I could possibly make it, I believe, at this point, without going too crazy. And then down here, the metadata, that's that page URL. So we're automatically pulling in the URL of the listing, so that person could quickly reference, hey, this is the listing they were talking about, they were interested in. Okay, so that is how all of that is done. The rest of it's just styling and whatnot. So that's how it's built. Okay, so back here on the front end, there you go. Now, there's a light and a dark mode version. So obviously, the starter site is configured for light mode now. I'm currently working on the dark mode version of the single listing design. So I will show you that really quickly. So we just jump over into WP Codebox again. And don't hold this. I'm working on it literally as we speak. So just don't hold it against me, whatever you see. All we need to do is toggle off the light mode global CSS package and the light mode single listings light mode package. And then we just do the opposite on the dark mode side. We enable the dark mode versions. So when you get the starter site, it's just you're going to have all light mode enabled, all dark mode enabled. And you just flip the switches however you want to do it, whatever you prefer to see. So let's go ahead and do that and refresh. Again, one more time, work in progress. I'm fixing this as we speak. And now you'll see here, this is a point I really wanted to show in case you get your hands on the starter site and you're like, why is my form white, but the single listing is dark? So you need to swap out the form. So I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. So back over in your templates, I'm going to try to do a search and see if that's working for me now. Yeah, it's not working for some reason. I don't know if that's an Elementor bug or what, but it's there. Let me see here. Single listing. Oh, it's right here at the top. So that's good. So all we're going to do is we just grab the shortcode for this one, copy it, go into our listing type, which is a restaurant in this case, single page, content and tabs, details tab, contact form block, and we just swap out the shortcode. So previously it's got the light mode template in there. We just swap it out and update the listing type. Go back to our listing and refresh. There we go. So there is our dark form. We'll go ahead and send from this one too, just so you can see the message. And you see again how these auto-populate to save the user time. Test, next, phone, we'll do email this time. We got our term links there and sent. So we see here, our message has also been styling with the correct color. And going back over into our mail logging app plugin, I should say, we see a new entry here and it's working. So this was the one before and this is the one now. So all is good. And that's it. And If you ever want to switch it back to light mode, we'll do it one more time. Let's reverse. Go back to our templates. Let's find our single listing light mode contact form. There it is. Grab the code snippet. Sorry, not the code snippet, the short code. Too many code words. Go back to our single listing, our listing type rather. Let's go all the way back, find our form, swap it out, update it. Go back into WP code box. And I'm doing all this for a reason, to educate people that, get their hands on the starter site or the templates or the CSS packages, how you switch this stuff around. It's super, super simple. We're going to toggle back on our light mode versions and toggle off our dark mode versions. Okay, that is all there is to it. Obviously, if you get the starter site and you like light mode and that's your preference, you're done. Like there's nothing you need to do. But if you want to mix and match some dark mode or go all dark mode, really simple to do. All right, let's refresh our single listing. And we're right back where we were. Okay, hope you think this is cool. I think it's cool. I will catch you guys in the next video, but definitely check out that Replace Contact Form 7 with Elementor Pro guide. If you care about performance, if you want better functionality, better design options, there's no reason to keep Contact Form 7 around. All right, catch you guys later.